Hi guys, so today I'm back with 30 random facts about myself. And I actually got this video idea from Danny Austin, and I will link her video down in the description box if you guys want to go check hers out. I really think that this is really fun to do because it helps you guys get to know me better. Maybe some of my friends who are watching this don't know these things about me. I don't know. But this was kind of difficult coming up with 30 random things about myself. Trying to think about what people maybe don't know about myself. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope it's fun because it was fun for me, and let's get started. I was born with this thing called scoliosis. It is not a horrible man-eating disease. It is just hair color that didn't come in all the way, and it's pretty much like vitiligo but your hair. And I actually, well, since my hair is dyed right now you can't really tell, but I have a white streak, and you can kind of see how white it is. I have a white streak in my hair, and then the rest of my hair is brown, thus the roots coming in. I can't ride a bike. I just can't ride a bike. Since I've been born to now, I have had 3 last names, and I've only been married 1 time. Puedo hablar en español, tengo familia en México, y yo creo que puedo hablar muy bien, pero no sé, a veces no sé unas palabras, pero creo que mi español está bien. Tú dímelo ahí abajo si está bien. I am not an organ donor, because I'm terrified that if I'm very close to death, they'll just let me die just so they can take my organs. So, yeah. I have always wanted veneers. I don't know why, but I've always been obsessed with like perfect, pretty white teeth. I don't have them. I don't have bad teeth, but I just have always wanted veneers. My dream vacation would be to go to Italy. It doesn't matter if it's Rome or Venice or Florence or Tuscany. Just an Italy trip would be seriously amazing. Like a dream trip. The first time I ever rode on a motorcycle was actually the pizza delivery guy in Mexico when we were at my grandmother's house, and all the adults were like drinking and not paying attention to the children, and so me and my cousins went out, and the pizza delivery guy gave us all free rides like around the big block and everything. When I was in 7th grade, I shaved my widow's peak off. I'm allergic to pepper. I'm not talking about like bell peppers, like pepper, like black pepper, like salt and pepper. Do you know how difficult that is? And so many people don't believe me, but I promise you I'm definitely allergic to it. It's ridiculous. When I was in, I think, either 4th or 5th grade, I actually changed my name to Aaliyah. Not legally, but all of my schoolwork, everything that I had to write Shannon on, I changed all of it to Aaliyah because I was obsessed with the singer Aaliyah. And so I changed my name to that. I really wanted that to be my name. My favorite color is cerulean blue, and it's a very pretty blue. It's the prettiest blue in the crayon box, if you know what I'm talking about. Despite everything in my life being pink, my wall back here and different, you know, lipsticks and clothes, I have a lot of pink stuff, but my favorite color is cerulean blue. Okay, so I have this like super weird phobia of napkins. I'm gonna sound like a crazy person, but when napkins get wet, it is just like the most disgusting thing that I've ever, no, I can do paper towels, and I can do like the brown napkins that are like the recycled, like harder, thicker napkins. But like when it comes to like thin, nasty, gross white napkins, and you have to like clean something up, or if you have to like dry your hands with it, oh my god, I just can't. So for like a decent amount of my life, probably like 18 or 19 years of my life, I could only say pretzel. Not pretzel, pretzel. So one time when I was younger in Mexico visiting family, my cousins and I decided it would be a great idea to roll myself around in dirt and rip my clothes up and find some old dirty blankets and put me outside and beg for money, like just sit there and beg for money. Well, I actually made that day like I think 300 or 400 pesos, and I took my cousins out to the movies and this fancy restaurant, and we all got milkshakes and fries and desserts, and not super proud of it, but it worked. When my husband and I went to Disney World for our honeymoon, I actually started crying when we went into the aquarium area because I saw the dolphins that were locked up in the tanks, and it made me very sad, and I started crying. And I felt really bad because the little boy next to me kind of freaked out, and my husband's like, we need to go now. One time when I was working at the casino, I was actually a cashier, and I checked out Phyllis Smith. If you don't know who that is, right here. I checked her out, and she was super nice, and we talked for a little bit, and she was great. I've never tried clams or mussels and I never plan to. I've actually always wanted to write a book. I don't know what kind of book, just a book. And I've actually tried to do this many times, and I've deleted my stuff. So like every time I've decided on doing it, usually it's on vacation, I would like type stuff up on my laptop and try to get pretty far. And I think the furthest I got is I think I had a few hundred pages written, and I ended up not liking it, and I actually went to as far as to try to get a publisher. It didn't work out, and then so I just scrapped it. Whenever the time comes that I die, I would like to be cremated because I'm terrified of being buried alive. When I was little, I wanted to be a marine biologist / dolphin trainer. If I had to pick one type or style of music to listen to for the rest of my life, it would be jazz. Jazz is my favorite music. I love Frank Sinatra. I love Etta James. I love all of the pretty, beautiful jazzy tones. Even if no one's singing it, I love the saxophone and all those beautiful like melodies. Love it. I would actually really love to go hiking, but I'm super terrified of nature, so that hasn't happened yet. I actually signed a petition in, I want to say maybe 2009, 2010, to never go to SeaWorld because of the way that they purchased their dolphins. So that's a whole nother story, but I won't ever go to SeaWorld. I've only ever been to 2 concerts my entire life, and it was the Dixie Chicks and Backstreet Boys Millennium. I love watching those like Dr. 90210 shows where like they show cosmetic surgery and everything, but I have like this huge terrifying fear of blood, so I don't know how I can watch those and not any other doctor shows. I can't even watch Grey's Anatomy. But I can watch cosmetic surgery apparently. My body actually rejects any type of like Novocaine or any type of anything that numbs your body. So like going to the dentist is terrible, and when I got my birth control out of my arm, that was horrible because the numbing like just wore off, and my epidural actually completely wore off by the time I had my son. So that's fantastic. So I don't really make my bed during the day, but I have to full on make my bed before I go to sleep at night. I feel like that sounds really weird, and the more I think about it, the weirder it is. But even if my husband is already in bed sleeping, I make him get out of the bed so that I can make all the sheets perfect, the covers, the pillowcases, everything has to be perfect before I go to sleep in it. One time I sold my brother. Actually, I don't think I sold him, I think I just gave him away. We were in Mexico and he was little, and I really still didn't want a brother. Sorry, Esteban. But I actually handed him off to this lady that was walking by, and she took him, so I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I started walking away until my mom realized that I gave my brother to this random woman, and she took him, like she was cool with it. And then my mom had to chase this lady like a few blocks down the road because she was already like pretty far gone. But I feel like he would have done the same thing to me if he was older and I was that age. Maybe not. Sorry if you wouldn't have. And last but not least, the first thing that I think about every time I step into an elevator is if I had already gone to the bathroom yet, because there's always a tiny chance that we may get stuck on an elevator and then I'll have to go to the bathroom in front of everybody, and that's like a serious fear of mine, is like getting stuck on an elevator. So I always, that's the first thing I think about is, oh my gosh, did I go to the bathroom yet? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something about me. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you're watching this video. Once I hit 500 subscribers, I'm gonna do an awesome giveaway, but I don't wanna do it until I hit 500. So tell all your friends and tell all your family and subscribe and become part of my family. And I'll see you guys Thursday. Bye!
We're stepping in the ring and won't let that lady sing. It's over when we say it's over. Brushing off our shoulders. It's not a twist of fate. We